Hey guys, so I thought I would share a quick plan for the week with you guys. So my plan for the weeks are going to consist of what I have going on for the week coming, including our meal plan, activities that we may have planned, just the daily hustle and grind of life. So I thought I'd share that with you guys so that you kind of get a glimpse into my daily world, if you will. Here we go. So a quick plan with me of sorts, just kind of looking at the week at a whole, seeing what all I have going on. So this week I definitely need to look at family pictures. We need to take new pictures, so I need to see where we're going to take those, who we're going to get to take them. We're going to do them in a studio, outside, so many options. So I need to get to that this week and look into that. Also, I need to schedule myself a dentist appointment. I need to also update the kids' doctor on their insurance. I need to look into our auto insurance. It's up for renewal, so I want to make sure we're still getting the best rates and then get an updated insurance card as well. And then I need to actually go through some clothes. We have been blessed by a good friend of mine. She gave us a bunch of hand-me-downs that her kids could no longer fit. So I need to go through that and see what all my kids can fit, and what we can't, I'll definitely pass forward. Then I need to, my truck lights are out, so I definitely need to see about what's going on there. It's not that they're out, it's that every so often they're not working properly, and it's the lights, the signal lights. So I'm hoping it's not an electrical issue, and I'm hoping it's just a fuse, but I need to look into that definitely and get that done. I also need to check into the water park. We have a new water park that's just been opened this May actually, and I have family coming in this weekend, so I need to look into the prices, the times, and all that jazz, because we're probably going to go to the water park this Saturday. So that's the plan there. Now on the daycare end, I need to finish off paperwork for a new client that just started. I need to work on the newsletter for next month. And I need to update cassette forms for public advertisement of pictures and things of that nature. So I got to get that done. Now, moving to Monday for myself, I'm planning on uploading and then planning new videos all throughout the week. I have get to bed by 11. We'll see, fingers crossed, if I can actually accomplish that. Tomorrow is Monday. Typically in this spot, what I like to do is I will have anything that's pertaining to the family, the kids, the husband, the doggy, and the house listed here, including appointments that we have. And then down here I will list I list things for the daycare at the very bottom, and then I would list any of those other to-dos that I'm hoping I can get to for that particular day. So what I typically do here is I always list standard things that I take care of every single day for the daycare. The half bath, that's the bath that's downstairs, obviously, making sure that gets clean every night. Vacuum and mop. I don't necessarily vacuum and mop every night, but I like to have it here so that way I can double check if it has been done for the night before. Sign in and out log. I like to stay on top of that, making sure that's done, as well as update this system that I use for the kids' meal count. It's actually a state system, so I have to update that nightly, and then I want to make sure I took out the lunch for the next day. So that's pretty much standard across the week. The only time it changes is on a Friday, and I'll show you that quickly. Only thing that really changes on Friday is that instead of taking out lunch, because I don't have daycare kids on weekends, or if I do, they just eat what we eat, I have update the state system and then wash. I wash all the daycare linen on Friday, and then I also deep clean the daycare on Friday, and then I do what I consider wrap up the week on Friday. Moving back to the top of the week. So here on Tuesday, for myself, again, bed by 11, fingers crossed that actually happens. And I just put a little note to myself, relax some. And that's because Tuesday is a pretty heavy day as far as appointments. Madison has an ear appointment Tuesday morning, and then Mason has one Tuesday afternoon. So I figured while I'm sitting there at the doctor with Maddie, I could go ahead and call and schedule the doctor's appointment for myself and change the kids' doctors as well. And this is, we're going to be out. I'll do a little coupon shopping as well. By the time I get back, the daycare kids will be napping, so that'll give me time to go through the clothes and things of that nature. And then I just put, again, relax for myself, because I don't want to overwhelm myself and try to do too much here. So this is pretty much it. We're going to be out, so I'll get these errands taken care of while I'm out at the doctor anyway with Maddie. And then when I get home, only thing I really got to do on the home front is just go through clothes outside of the, general things I do each night, like I said before, for the daycare and general house things. So there you have it. Wednesday, for myself, upload a video, plan the video, bed by 11. For the household, I need to pay the cell phone bill, pay the auto insurance. And again, I don't list bills here because I have a whole another system from our finance management. I only put the cell phone bill here because we just changed the due date, and I don't know, but whenever you change it, it throws the cycle off, so the bill is due kind of out of range, so I didn't want to forget to pay it, so that's why I have it listed here. And again, the auto insurance is up for renewal and it's due to be paid on Friday, so I have it listed here as a reminder to make sure I put that cash in the bank so that it could be paid. Again, just things that I want to get done throughout the week for the household. Water the yard, and I put that there just that way I can keep up with it. It's so hot, we want to make sure we don't miss a day of watering the yard, so I put that there so I can make sure of when I need to get that done, if it had been done here, or so on and so forth. So there you have it. Try not to move this camera too much because it's really horrible at focusing. Yes, that says work on taxes. I need to start working on mid-year paperwork, making sure everything is in order, up to date, all that good stuff. So I do need to get that done. As far as the daycare, I just need to post a Facebook post and then post an ad on Craigslist. We all know about Craigslist, and I use that for advertising, so I need to post an ad there. Now, moving on to Thursday, I consider this a break day for myself, where I'm at. I consider this a break day for myself. Do I really take a break? No, I don't. But I do this to give myself an out, so to speak, so that I can try to relax some. In the family category, we have Mason's speech. He has set at 4 meal plans, shopping list, and then weekly budget. And then again, work on taxes. Daycare is to start working on the newsletter for the daycare. Generic stuff there. Moving into Friday, I have upload and plan a video. Then I have call on auto insurance, the bank run, and then room dump. Room dump is when I go into my kids' room and I basically dump it, making sure that they got it clean and all that jazz there. So room dump on Fridays. And again, water the yard. Set up for guests. Like I mentioned earlier, we have guests coming this weekend. So after I get the daycare cleaned up, I will set up the air mattress and things like that so they have somewhere to lay and, sleep or what have you. Wrap up the week. Anything I didn't get done that's pertaining to the daycare that needs to get done, I try to, not hurry, but I try to make sure I handle it here on Fridays. All right, so moving on. I didn't really plan much on paper, rather, for Saturday and Sunday. Like I said, again, we have guests coming in. So typically, you know how it is when you have guests coming in, things don't always go quite as you plan anyway. They are planning on going to the water park. I'm not quite sure what time we're going to go, whether we're going to do it early that morning, midday, later on in the afternoon. So I just left Saturday blank. I don't want to, exert myself trying to plan and then it goes out of whack, and that would just give me anxiety. So I left it blank for the time being. And besides, if we do get out and get to go, it'll give me a chance to kind of come back and use this space to actually just reflect on the fun that we had with family. As far as Sunday, I have upload and plan a video, and then I have my typical Sunday things to do. Sunday store run, make sure I have dinner in the crock pot, and I like to get that in the crock pot or whatever it is that we're having, have it done before we leave for church, so that when I get home for church, I can take a nap straight up. So I like to get that done. I do my family planning on Sunday as well as my planning on Sunday. So that's pretty much it on that end. Now moving into this week's meal plan. I use this template here, and it's just put in one of those dry erase sheet protectors. And I use a Expo marker on it, and it has a slide. If you can kind of see that, it says breakfast here, lunch here, and then dinner here. And it goes through Sunday all the way through Monday. This hangs on the side of my refrigerator, and I use this here for the weekly meals. So, starting with Sunday, today we had a birthday party that we attended, so I didn't have to worry about fixing lunch, obviously, for my kids. They ate at the birthday party. Tonight for dinner, we are having chicken and gravy. It's circled in red. That indicates to me when I look at it from a glance, on the side of the refrigerator, that's something that I need to actually take care of, meaning take the meat out to defrost it. Maybe I need to season the meat, portion the meat, what have you. It's just red. It's just my signal for look into it. You need to do something. It needs your attention. So on. And the same thing here. Now, of course, I could just write the meal in red, and that's what I used to do. However, the dry erase expo markers that I use, if they get wet, they're really no good because they are wet markers. So they're no good. So my red one got wet, and they're quite expensive, and I just wasn't going to buy just one. So instead, I use just a regular erase expo marker from the Dollar Tree, and I just circle it red here. Not until I actually need to order new expo wet erase markers will I actually update that, because they're too expensive just to be trying to buy one just to have that color. So I just circle it with the cheap dollar one. There you have it. So on Monday, we're going to have leftovers. Tuesday, we're going to have a beef casserole. Wednesday, that's the day we're going to have the Hawaiian subs. And I'll be sure to show you guys the meat and bread that I use for those. Leftovers on Thursday. So the beef casserole from Tuesday will be our Thursday leftover. Friday, we're planning to eat out again because we have company coming in. It's just going to be the easiest thing. They're going to be getting in late Friday, and not late, but late evening. So it's just going to be easier just to go out and get something to eat. Saturday, I'm planning fajitas. Again, I don't know if that's going to work out because we're planning to go to the water park. So just depending on what time we go to the water park will determine whether or not we're eating dinner at home. I'm not sure what my aunt is going to want to do. And if I know her enough to know her, she's probably going to bring dinner with her. She likes to cook. So she's going to probably have something already cooked, fixed. And I won't even need to use the fajitas. So they're going on next week's meal plan for us. In case you're wondering what all this other gibberish is on here, during the summer months, obviously I have to feed my kids because they're not in school. So I always plan cereal for my kids throughout the week. It's the easiest thing. It may be cereal and fruit, cereal and toast. It's just easy. They don't get up, honestly, until almost lunchtime. So I don't want to feed them anything heavy for breakfast. And then they're going to be off schedule from the daycare kids. And I like to feed them when I feed the daycare kids. So it's always cereal for them. Now, if they happen to get up before the daycare, before lunchtime, then they can eat whatever the daycare is eating for breakfast. And it just depends on what's on their menu. And then DC stands for daycare. So my kids eat whatever the daycare kids are eating for lunch. And I have a set menu for the daycare kids. And it's just easier for me. It's easier on my budget. I just make sure when I'm fixing lunch for the daycare kids that I add in enough for my own children. All right, guys, so let's get into the weekly grocery haul. And I actually ended up going to 2 stores today. I went to Sam's and Walmart to get what I need for the week. I was really hoping not to have to do that, but it is what it is. So there you have it. Now at Sam's, I ended up getting our pineapples. Love these. The hubby and I will probably be the only ones, and the oldest son. We'll eat these throughout the week with our breakfast, probably snacking on them here and there. So yep, love those. I actually got, let's see here, the big bag of family salad as well at Sam's. And I'm liking Sam's prices better on this. They're $1.98 and Walmart has it for $2.98. So I saved the buck. Can't go wrong with that, right? So I like that. Also got a bundle of bananas. Can't go wrong with bananas. Daycare kids love those. My kids love them. So always got to have bananas on hand. Got 2 things of the strawberries. One is for my family, of course, so it sits in the front refrigerator. And then the other one goes in the back refrigerator for the daycare kiddos. That's in there somewhere back. Yeah, so that's pretty much what I got at Sam's. Now, at Walmart, I went ahead and picked up our milk for the week. My family drinks 2% milk, so that's what I got for us. And then by state law, I'm required to give the daycare kiddos 1% milk. So got that milk as well. I typically always get my milk in Kroger, but like I said, I really didn't want to go to all these different stores today, so I just kept it very simple and only hit the 2. Now, also at Sam's, I went ahead and picked up the lunch meat that the hubby liked, which is that turkey breast. I like this too. Got the roast beef. This is what I'm going to be using for those Hawaiian subs this week. Got that. As well as a big bag of cheese. Now this here lasts us for a very long time. We eat cheese pretty much every night with our salad. I use it in any and all casseroles that I make. That stuff lasts forever in the big bag. And I like Walmart's bag. Now I also picked up from Walmart the King Hawaiian Savory Butter Rolls. And these are the rolls that I'm going to use with the roast beef to make those Hawaiian sub sandwiches this week. Love those. And I also got at Walmart our apples. Now, I was trying to pick these up at Sam's, and Sam's had those really huge ones, and they were $8, and they didn't even have, they probably had like 6 in the bag, if I'm remembering how many I counted. So I was like, that is too expensive, and I don't really like the big ones, mostly because my kids, they don't want to share. So if I get a big one, I have to slice and then cut it between the two, and then somebody always feel like they're not getting as much as the next person. So to save myself the drama, I like to get the very small ones that they can have for themselves. They wash them, they can bite them, you know, eat them in one biting, if you will. I also picked up the clementine, same thing. I like the smaller ones. These are expensive. No matter where you get these at, I find that they're always expensive. They're, you know, roughly between $5 to $6 a bag. But my kids really do love these, and they're a healthy, you know, snack alternative, especially to chips or what have you. So I picked those up for them. Okay guys, so that's all I had for today, which is a quick plan for the week and weekly grocery haul. Do let me know in the comments below, how do you go about planning for the week ahead? Whether you shop on the weekend, do you shop on the weekdays, what's your routines? I like to know those kind of things. Leave that below in the comments for me, guys. And again, if you haven't already, be sure to subscribe so that you don't miss any of the content that I put out here. Thanks so much for stopping by. Until next time, take care. Bye.